via the power of light and duct tape. We now have like a hair light. I don't know that this is flattering though, now that I look at it. It looked better without the headphones. 100%. Looked way better without the headphones. My goodness. That didn't help much. I should have figured this out before we start. This was a benefit to everybody leaving my hair in the dark, okay? that was literally the worst move I could have done, revealing my hair for everyone to see. My goodness, that's hot. How's everyone doing tonight? How's your guys' hair? All right. You guys ready for some potentially painful moments to be live? Let's get this live stream started. All right, I'm just gonna get some be live. Oh, echo. Okay. I'm going to get some music on. I'm gonna make sure chats are up. All the chats. And then we're gonna work on auth. It's the worst. Auth is quite possibly my least favorite thing to do. And you want to know something that's kind of funny? I've always been able to avoid auth. I've always been able to avoid actually being the person to implement it. I don't know if that's funny or sad. It's probably a little bit of both. But yeah. I've never had to implement it, which is, it's nice, but we got to do it tonight. Now, the first way that we did it was using this opaque session token. And I don't like it. I don't know what this is. Oh, I was looking at Omnipaxos. I don't like it because there's a couple problems. There's roughly 50 to 100 milliseconds every single validation. Every single validation, 50 to 100 milliseconds. Ugh, I think that's a cat hair. Just licked my fingers. All right. Nobody saw that. 50 to 100 milliseconds of delay. And if you're doing the proxy locally, it's at least 50 milliseconds. At least 50 milliseconds. I say at least. It's at least. It's more like 100 to 200. We've actually had 200, and so it's painful. It's painful. That's not the only problem or issue that I have with it at this point, though. It makes using a lot of standard things difficult. So like Istio, for example, something we already have to use in this, could actually validate the JWT and then just pass along a user ID. But we can't do that because it's not a JWT. Now, there's ways to like actually send it to a validating webhook and use that webhook to validate the session and then do all of that, but that's way more complicated. Way more complicated. We could even cache the session there to make it fast where it doesn't take this 100 milliseconds. But this is all a lot more work. It also makes what we build pretty much Ori specific. There's very few places that do this. Now, I think session, these opaque sessions, are actually kind of better. I'll admit it. I think they're actually kind of better. But for right now, I'm done with them. Done with them. So we're going to try to make... I was going to actually do Clark today. I but I found... I tried this other blog article to make them do session cookies, and they did something weird, and it didn't work. But I found something from Ori. I actually found this because I commented on their other documentation page, and I actually put some issues in on it because there was some bad information, and through them fixing that, they pointed me to this. So that's cool. It's a cool team. Very very smart team of people that's doing this. But anyway, so let's give it a try. Let's give it a try. Let's see. Oh, project ID. This is the one that always gets me. Always, absolutely, always gets me. I got a cone of silence, you all. I must cone of silence you. I'm sorry. Give me a second. I can never remember if project ID or project slug is the public one. There's one that's public, one that's not. So anyways, this stream will be a little bit different than my normal streams. This is not something I'm particularly good at. And that's not really different than most of my streams. Before you say anything, I'll self-own. Hey Dirk, how are you doing tonight? How are you doing? I'm looking green. I have a little bit of a hair light. Is it making me look green? I can change the color of the hair light. Yeah, I can. I could probably make it white. I thought a little bit of color would be fun, but maybe it's making me look sick. More sick than I normally look. I was actually going for blue, but I realized that I have completely missed blue. Like you're right, it's actually green. I completely missed blue. My goodness. It was meant to make it so that my hair just doesn't fade off into the background. It also looked like almost silverish sometimes with the lights hitting it, so this was supposed to help with it. Maybe it just makes me look ill. All right. I think I can do this with now. I think I can. I'll probably leak it. I think it's actually public information. Okay, cool. I'll have to like actually start doing my hair. Is what I've realized is because like you can see it now. It doesn't just blend into the night. the crazy many people ask me like how I get my hair to stand up like this, and I do it by not touching it, and it's pretty amazing. My hair naturally grows this way. There you go. The secret to my hair: do nothing with it. I do wash it. I do wash it. But this will work. Oh, I gotta sign in. I gotta go silence you guys again. Sorry. I mean, it obscures my password, but it does leak my email. I try not to. I figure my email is kind of partially public domain at this point, but I try. I try. Okay, let's. Ooh, I almost up arrowed it. One second. Let me up arrow really quickly. One second. Sorry. I just okay. It wasn't gonna show anything anyways. Never mind. We're good. We're good. I'm gonna stop moving the camera now. You guys are good. All right. I leaked my you know what, let me go on a little rant. This is why you use multiple keys. Tuesday on stream, I leaked my ChatGPT key. And you know what? It was the easiest thing to fix because did I need to change production that's using it? No, absolutely not. Did not need to change production because my desktop uses a different key than everything else. They all have their own API. I was going to show you guys, but it's so easy because I just invalidated the desktop one, and I was good, and I was really happy that I do that. All right, that's there you go. All right, so we should be using a JWT now. I know, inferior, and my goodness, in almost every way, but it should be so much easier. All right, so I believe, is this the thing that changes? Is this all? I'm kind of hoping. So yeah, sorry everybody. Today is just kind of a chill stream. We're just doing some auth. It's something I need to do, and I had no other time to do it except on the stream this time. So I'm trying to keep the streams kind of fun. This is not that. Well, so let's talk about something. Let's talk about something fun about computing while I do this. Let's see. I don't even remember. This is so long ago. I want to say it's in here. Let's see. So we have our new configuration. I don't think we do a patch. I don't think we have this patch OAuth 2 client. Oh, this was us trying to do the 2 session with JWT. This was an absolute dumpster fire, by the way. So yeah, this is our configuration, which we do here. They do it a little bit differently here. Oh, I see. I think I see. Okay, we're gonna. We do this new front end API instead of this configuration, but then they're patching it. Hmm. This setting is also available through the Ori console under the client setting. Do I have to call this just once? Like, so my thing here is this almost looks like a call. We patch the OAuth 2 client. And saying it's available in the, like, this almost seems like something like this is just a way to do it. And then I don't have to change our configuration code for the front end API. Let's actually try that. Really quick cone of silence. I have no music on. We should have music too. Let's see. They say. Let's see. Wee bit loud. Wee bit loud. All right. We're onto the Ori console. Let's see. Where would it be in the Ori console? They say it's available in the under client settings. Okay. Okay, I found it. This should be fine. We'll see. We'll see if I have to recreate something. Let's see. What should we create? We're going to create a mobile spa. And this is where we can do JWT bear. There we go. They don't tell me which settings to set. Ooh. I don't think I have to set this as a... Oh, that was a little loud. A little loud. Okay. I have no idea what I'm doing, honestly. Absolutely no idea. So as I started this, I have actually always avoided actually implementing the auth. I know how it works at like a high level. I've never had to actually implement. The worst I got was I had to configure auth 0 one time. That's like the limit of my knowledge. One thing I'm finding with Ori is it's a lot more powerful, but it also usually means like there's a lot more like, if you don't want it to work how it does out of the box, you know, I don't even know if this is all valid. We'll see. Yeah. So we have our ID. Do we need to give it the client ID here? I don't know. I guess let's just try it and see. What's the worst that could happen? I feel like there should be more changed here. We have our base path. And we don't have an access token because we're not actually writing it. We're just actually using the client on the front end. We don't worry about custom claims. This is what I worked on them with. The JWT profile for OAuth 2. I worked to help them update their documentation on this. I was stumbling around it and just found it didn't work. But it wasn't what I was supposed to be using. I was hoping that they would have more for the client usage. I feel like this is... I almost need to have more here. I don't think this will work. Let's do it. Okay, we need a couple of things to do this. So let's Zellage it. All right. Cool. All right. And then not loading. There should be no auth at the beginning. I guess I could have a token, a bad token. Do I know how to clear cache in Edge? I don't know that I do. All right, let's see. We should be able to do it though pretty easily. What? We just go to memory here. Collect garbage. It's probably all garbage. Cookies. Clear those. Okay. Clear that. Clear that. Done, 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 done. Clear all. Done. All right, now let's try. Up, up, up. Oh. Ooh, did I break this? Did I break this when I was playing around with JSON Web Tokens? This looks like I did. Let's check that out. What is it saying? Index.js, safe buffer. I did install, so like 2 weeks ago when we were messing around with this, I did install JWS. Okay, where was I playing around with it? Actually, I was in here, right? This. This was the thing that was not working with Ori's stuff because it just wasn't yeah. So we can delete this stuff. We don't need it anymore. Hopefully we don't need it anymore. Okay. There we go. I forgot. Those were the things that like just weren't working in their documentation because the functions calls have just changed drastically from what was documented in Ori's documentation. All right. Okay, so we should, in theory, be able to sign up now. Let's see. Let's make an account. Let's make account 12345 at gmail.test.com. And the password is going to be 12345 exclamation at super safe password. All right, we got an error. Cool. This is something that could be improved upon. Like we got an error signing up. We got an error. But if we don't display the error, did we actually get an error? That's the real question. Response. The password has been found in data breaches and must no longer be used. That password has been found in 12345 exclamation point at I guess. Oh my gosh. I didn't want to have to password manager my test account. Okay. 54321 $, at exclamation point. Now I got another response. Who wants to bet this one has also been in a breach? Okay, well, there goes all the easy to remember good passwords. All right. You bet it was? Yeah. I mean, I'm not doubting them. I just, I don't really care. This is just a test account on a test auth server. But I mean, it's doing the right thing. But it just is making it harder now for me to actually think of a password. QWERT 12345 exclamation at $% If this has been found in a breach, I'm going to be... Oh my gosh. I'm just going to have to use an actual password manager to make this. Are you serious? This password, capital QWERT 12345 that has been found in a... Can you guys see that? All right, wait. F1, I'm using chats. I'm using chat's password. We're going to try that one. I mean, I use a password manager that creates a random one, but I didn't think that password was going to be in a breach. Fail. Oh, this was a new fail. This is a new fail. This is good. This is good. Oh, I don't know what error it's telling me, though. Oh. This might be me. This might be me. Error, runtime error, field does not exist. Name. So I was trying to do something fancy. I was trying to get it where like Ori would hold the name and like those types of like basic user settings. And then I opted away from that because it was just a terrible idea. Just a terrible idea. Any password that is a series of keys based on a layout is probably likely used. Probably. I was just trying to think of something easy to remember. There's no reason no way I'm going to remember a random password just off the top of my head for a throwaway account. So what this is I think my misconfiguring it. Now, can I update this in the UI? This was actually something I did over here. Let's see if I can't just pull this up for you guys. FizzBuzz 2024. Oh, yep, you're right. You're right. Thanks for the follow, by the way. Sorry, I wasn't actually watching the follows. So a lot of times I do a lot of Rust and Go for any new people here. I do very little front end, but we are building a cloud. And one of the last things that actually exists to be done on the cloud is the front end, and I suck at it. I suck at it. And so that's one of the reasons it's the last thing that has been sitting here to do. So we're starting to chip away at it. Small question. Have you ever used React? If so, is Vue or React easier? I'm bad at this. Professionally, I've only ever used React. So if I was going to say something that's easier, it's probably React. Vue, I think, is actually easier. In theory, I'm learning it. I'm learning some Vue. So, but I don't think that I'm very... I don't think if I was going to learn one, though, I would, instead of Vue, I probably would go with Solid because it seems pretty solid. Sorry, I walked right into that. I walked myself into that. Solid looks and feels very much like React. So I did a little, just myself personally, I did like an hour-long project on it. Just to see it's like React, except like stripped away a lot of the complexity. So I actually think that if you learn Solid, you could jump to React pretty easily, and or vice versa. You know, if you're asking for career development and you'd like to get a job, React is just the hands down. You want to get a job, learn React. Like, just learn React and stop asking questions. The thing is, even if you get a place that does Vue, they'll hire a React developer because because there aren't, they probably have hired all the Vue developers that are out there. So if you're really good, it probably won't matter as much. It probably shouldn't matter the other way as well, but it should make getting a React job easier. Yeah, I was gonna say Vue has done a lot in the recent. Again, I'm not a good judge though. I am responding to your question, but the real response should be I'm not a good judge. I like that should be the actual good question, the right answer. Sorry. The only thing I've ever done in any and again, I've never been a front end. I have managed teams that have had front ends, but I've never been specifically responsible for those front ends, like individually. Are React and Next apps. Yeah, I mean, like as far as getting hired though, that's just I've been in the industry. Like I know what the industry is looking for. And it's not a person. It's not the taste. In like 6 months, I might be able to tell you a little bit better. But yeah. This right here is the problem, I think. Now, what we need to do is we need to pull our configuration. We need to pull it down because I think we've changed some configuration in the UI and stuff, and I don't want to override it with old stuff. So let's see how to do that with the CLI. Maybe we can just actually try the CLI. Ori, help. Yeah, I don't see it right off the top of my head, or off the top here. Introspect might be. Let's just search Ori. Ori, get app configuration. Tasty? That hurts. Just a hosting service? The idea is that it's not going to be just a hosting service. I have been kind of annoyed. You can ask anybody here with the current state of the cloud. I think that something like Firebase was a unique idea, but it kind of died. Its innovation kind of died with Google. And I think that the word serverless has been tarnished by Lambda, and that real serverless could be something achieved where you don't care about the servers, but you can write code like you would want to. I think that's the worst thing about Lambda is like it kind of shoehorns you into writing code for their Lambda stuff instead of like writing an app like you might normally, and then just not caring how it runs. They have done a terrible job with how do you do things like a serverless message queue. If you try to use AMP or any of those AWS services that are serverless, you still have to have configuration as code and things like that to manage them and set them up and connect them with all the other things. That should all happen automatically, period. And that's what we're doing. I know. But yes, it's just a hosting service. 100% just a hosting service out. Yep. I need to make a YouTube video explaining it. I was hoping to get where you guys could like log in and have a dashboard and maybe even do something on it before I made the video. But we'll see. Maybe I make the video. That's not at all what I wanted. This is Hydra specifically. Not what I want. Maybe just get. I didn't even see get there. I'm an idiot. Ori get. Yeah, so that's the other thing that I want to do is I want to make videos about how you would make a cloud provider. So I want to make, obviously these streams are long drawn out things, and I want to make condensed videos on like, okay, how do we handle this? And, you know, over the last month or 2 months or 3 months, we've done, you know, we worked on these things and built them together. And this is what it looks like. These are the problems we've had. These are the things that we've had to deal with. So I want to make it a big educational thing as we go through it as well. Yeah. Yes. 100%. Every time I've tried to get into using the cloud, I've ran around. You made an app, you want it hosted somewhere, you want to slap your own URL in front of it, and that's all that you want to do. And you know what, even, you know, maybe it needs a database. Do you need to configure the app to reach the database, or can the cloud just automatically do that for you? That's what I would like to, that's what I'd like to start doing. Here it is, project. Okay. We can do this. Ori get project. We're going to do it over here. Ori get project. Okay, we'll just output this to project.json. And this is not our project. We have that as what? Ori project ID. Oh, you know what? I need to source Ori. Now that will work. So there's a couple that will run an application. There's a couple that will run an application. So if we're talking about just that, there are a couple solutions like Coolify that will do that. If you're wanting to know like what I think would set this apart, and I say would because it doesn't exist yet, is the ability to do something like this. You deploy, let's see, app, oops, no. App 1, app 2, and app 3. This is kind of like the vision, if you will. You know, we'll see how far we get. Okay, so we have these apps, and you want them to talk together. Maybe you want app 3 to be private, no public internet access. So, you know, we have the clouds, like the internet access is here, and you want them to be able to access 1 and 2, but no public internet access here. But you do want these to be able to talk to them. just automatically. Like, you don't want to have to be configuring networks for this. This should be easy. This should just work. If this is configured to talk to app 3, it should be able to talk to app 3. You know, and I will go further. If you want this communication to be a message queue, you want it to be a Kafka pipeline, you want it to be those types of things, it should just be configured. So if you want to publish events to a Kafka topic, that topic should just exist for you. Should automatically just be there. And if this wants to subscribe to those Kafka topics, it should just exist for you. So this, you know, you could make a Kafka pipeline back here. But the person here shouldn't need to worry about that. This all came to me because I make my own Twitch alerts here. Whether they worked or not, I didn't restart the service. I should have restarted the service. You know what? Let me go do that right now. There's a bug where it doesn't auto reconnect if Twitch kills it. We should have the fix. I just haven't tested it yet. Let's see. Twitch alerts. This one. Yeah, it's basically like no code over Kate's is the idea. That's the idea. And you know, it's going to change. It's going to change as we go. You know, this is kind of like my guiding star, but like exact implementation details or, you know, exact things like, do we support Kafka first or do we support a Postgres database, like an auto Postgres database first? I don't know. Or maybe a document database because that would probably be easier. Or maybe just SQL. I don't know. But these are the types of things that, you know, what comes first when. What I'm focusing on right now is running just a very stateless app and then building your own route, like your own ingress to it. This actually works. The really cool thing as well is that you don't have to, as it works right now, you don't have to know that I run it in a container. Oh, thanks for the follow. And there is your automated... I have an AI generate it for me. So if it made lies about you, if you're not a mighty sorcerer, I'll be a little disappointed. But welcome to the Null Clan. It needs to also make a sound so we know that somebody followed. But there's so much stuff to do. Okay. Sorcerer, Code Monkey. I should make it come up with, I should leave it hints for things like Code Monkey. I think that would probably internalize with my followers a little bit better. Okay. Wait. We should just Vim project. Oh, beautiful. That. What can I say? Just beautiful. Let's see. Let's cat project.json. We're gonna have to put this through some sort of prettier. You know, I'm wondering if I could have told the command line to pretty print it. Like, is there a JSON pretty? Yeah, there's printed out pretty. How did theirs print out pretty? JSON pretty. There we go. We're going just with JSON pretty. This was my bad. I didn't read the full documentation. I do want to complain though, because their example was format JSON and it came out beautiful. I'm just saying, I feel lied to. You know what? I should have. All right, that is readable. Okay, so why I started talking about the Twitch alerts. Why this all started is the Twitch alerts actually would benefit from this architecture, because my Twitch alerts are basically 3 different apps. There is a web app that needs access to the internet. So this is the web app. And that's actually what displays it on the screen, is just a web page that goes through a queue. Then there's this Twitch ingress or ingest. Twitch ingest. That's just listening to events. And then we have a AI message generator. That just generates messages for anything. Because what I want is to also have a YouTube ingest and whatnot. And this is just going to make a thing to send to the front end. Anyways. And what I really wanted was this just to put a Kafka topic, just, put something to a Kafka topic, this listen to a Kafka topic, and then put that new message out. And then this web app could also just listen to a Kafka topic. This is so clean, so nice and beautiful and scalable and everything. But the thing is, as a single person, this isn't actually feasible, because managing all of this myself would just be a nightmare. So it's compiled into a monolith where I slam all these things together as a single application, which is easy to run. And that's fine. But I was like, why doesn't a cloud just let me deploy these things? I just want to deploy these 3 things, and I don't want to care about anything else. So my Twitch alerts gave me the entire idea for this. You're welcome. Or thank you. Maybe I should be saying thank you. I don't know. That was a really long way to explain how I came up with this idea. Okay, so we have that now. Cool. What we need to get rid of, I don't know where it is. Right here. No. Margaret and extended elevator pitch. Yes. All right, where is the thing that was in the short version that was easy to find? That was name. Oh, wait, I could just search for name. But there's probably a lot of name. Yeah, I was going to say that's actually not as useful, because there's a lot of things with the name. Here it is. Yes. Okay. I think we can just get rid of all of this. I think. Because this was just a dumb idea. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I probably just broke something, but it'll be fine. Now, is there a put or a create, delete? Is there an update? Update. Yeah. Ori update project. Guessed it right. All right, update project. Why do I have to give it a name? I don't know why I would have to give it a name, but... The default is default. That's nice. I'm just going to leave it as default. The new name of the project. We don't need a new name. So I think we can just do update project file. What did I save it as? Project. Project.json. Oh, I actually have to, I've got to give it the project. That is the Ori project ID. So the null cloud is written in probably like 3/4 is in Go and 1/4 of it's in Rust at this point. Uh-oh. Do I just delete this? Maybe I just delete this. I forget what I added. I'd have to go back and look. Let's just try that. Did I delete not enough? I think so. Or too much. I deleted this. Okay, I just need to delete this comma. Fine. Fine. Yeah, if this wasn't all a part of the same commit, getting it working, that might have worked. Serves me right. You see the change Ori JWT. It's all about same commit. My own fault. What is this? This is Ori default schema ID. Wait, Ori default schema ID. You know what? I probably can do that with Vim. I'm just learning Vim myself, so I kind of suck at it. All right. The Ori network provides 3 basic identity schema presets. Yeah. So this is what I was screwing with, and I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have screwed with this. Yeah, you don't need to learn Vim. Especially not from me. This is not the same thing. Oh, this is what I did. This is, let's see. Yeah. Wait. I just can't help myself. I like to tinker. And then I get into this situation where I tinkered and then I left it for a month. We had to fix the database. No, it's been 2 months. We had to fix the null database. So it's been 2 months. And then it's like, I was tinkering with it. I remember that much. Avoid complex identity schemas. This was my mistake. This was my mistake. I didn't read the docs. I mean, I didn't abandon it. I didn't abandon it. Exactly. I had to get the database done. It's not quite the same spot. So this is what I did. We can look over here. They made me do it in JSON.NET though. Yeah, so this is interesting. This was a little while ago, and I know that they've been updating it, so maybe they've done it differently now. So you had to make this JSON.NET. Then you got to serialize it to binary. That's what's in that thing is just this serialized to binary. They have it through the console now? Ooh. Ooh, maybe we can just update it through the console instead of trying to. Maybe we can do that. Let's try that. I'm gonna cone of silence you guys really quickly. Just to make sure I don't leak something. Oh, look at this. Look at this. I think I can just check this out. I think I can just update it here. I don't want to customize it. Yeah, no. I just want the default. And I'm going to do all user management myself. I just want them to have the username and password. Beautiful. Now that login, wait, where were we? We were over here. Where's the null cloud? Null cloud. Will this sign up work now? It worked. Now we have this bug where we don't redirect properly. So we gotta stop it. There we go. That's terrifying. That's a bug. Oh, gosh dang it. Can I remember what password you guys... I cannot remember the stupid freaking password now. I got it. Was it Bob at Test? It wasn't Bob at Test, was it? Oh no, now I don't remember the email. Was it Bob at Test.com? It might be Bob at Test.com. It's not Bob at Test.com. What was the user? Let's check the Ori console. Silence again. Let's see. We have test at test. No, that wasn't. That was what did we just? When was it last created? Oh, it's 12345 at test.com. 12345. That's what it was. One, two, three, four, five. And look at that. Now we're logged in. Nice. Now, if everything went correctly, which I'm sure that it didn't. I'm sure that it didn't just work. We should have a JWT instead of a session. I know, I just did a lot of work to... I'm also not good with Edge. I need to go back to Chrome. Let's see. We need to go to storage. Here we go. Did we get another session? Interestingly enough, it put it in a cookie, which the session was usually put in shared storage. But that doesn't look like a JWT. We can put it in a JWT parser, but I don't think it is. Yeah, this is what a JWT looks like, not this. Yeah. This looks encrypted. Maybe encoded, but this makes me think encrypted. Well, like I said, probably wasn't going to work. How does it know we're logged in? Oh, this is not running. This is not the one running. This is actually the one running in production. It's all testing at this point. What is the local host? Where is that running? Where is it running? There we go. Beautiful. This one. It's all hitting the same thing. So. You know, the Copilot and Bing stuff don't bother me too much. It's actually not bad, weirdly. I've just started trying it. Now, the dev tools, I don't know if they're bad or I'm not accustomed to them. You know, it's one or the other. You know, it's easy to call something bad when you're not accustomed to it. Still not seeing a JWT here. This is a session. Wait, where's my JWT parser? This kind of looks like one, but yeah, it's not. It's not. Yeah. It is not. So it seems like we're still getting a session on the front end, which is a pain in the butt. Because I thought that we told it to not do that. Let's see. OAuth 2. Just looking at this through server settings. See, like I have it set up here. For Hydra access is JWT. No session found. JWT there. Max time to live. So like I feel like I should be getting a JWT now. But I'm wondering if like as the client connects, I have to tell it that I want a JWT as well. I really want to like Ori. I just can't figure out how to get a JWT. Let's see. Base options. What are the base options? Are any? I hate it when it's any. Do I need to tell it I want a JWT? I just want a JWT. JW have 3 distinct segments separated by periods. Yep. I think that's let's see. Does it have to have the second? I think it has to have 2. Does it have to have the third? Oh, it does. It does. It's right here. There you go. I'm wrong. I don't look at JWTs that often. This is what I tried originally. This is the second thing. This is the Oreo Opaque. I want the JWT. I've done this. So maybe this is what I'm not doing properly. Is the configuring the client. So I think, let's see. Let me just open up the Ori cloud here. Ori. You know what I might not be doing is using this OAuth 2 client specifically, which is the one that's specifically configured for JWTs. I thought I configured the default to be JWT, but like possibly because yeah, here again it's JWT. I'm missing something stupid. I think I know. So this should be using the OAuth 2, right? But do I need to configure it for the JWT? I don't know. One second. Quick cone of silence. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so what am I missing here? What am I doing or not doing? Why don't they have like a they should have a example, like some code. I feel like it's something that I need to put in this configuration. I just don't see. Sorry. Usually these streams are a little bit more fun because I'm doing something that's a little bit more fun, which is just about anything. Just about anything in my case. We did this. The default is this. So we shouldn't have to have like a OAuth 2 like client and a special client that we, because our configuration is the global. So why are we not getting? This is the per client, and I don't need this. I did this. Why are we not getting a JWT back? Do we need to do something on the front end? With JWT. Let's just try that. All right? You can just deal with it, Ori. Oh, I don't know where. I don't know. I lost where we were. Local. It was what was it? 5173. Actually, that's one of the reasons I started streaming. Was I have done a lot, and don't get me wrong, I also have prepared presentations, and sometimes they go wrong on that too. But you know, it doesn't always just work out. Oh, this is local shoot. Local host. That's why it wasn't working. So yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad that it's still more fun than this usually, because this is painful. This almost looks like a JWT. It's not, but it almost looks like one. That's not. Probably not. We're still getting an Ori session. Gosh dang it. You know what? You know what? I'm just gonna do something really quickly. It's called get rid of you. Chromium localhost. Now I'm all like out of whack. Now I'm all out of whack. Okay. Let's see. Okay, okay. Cookies. Oh, signing out did not work. This is weird because it had us signed in, but I haven't used this for a while. It shouldn't have. Shouldn't have. Oh, you're trying to go fully remote? Cool. I am also fully remote for the time being. Why are you not liking my... Oh, our logout endpoint is broken. Perfect. Yeah, I haven't touched this for months. Or 2 months now, the front end part of it. So it's all sorts of broken. Let's do a new incognito window and test this way. The best way. The best way to test. One, two, three, four, five at interviewing's the worst. Let me tell you. Interviewing is the absolute worst. All right. There's all of our stuff, and we're still getting a session. Boo. It's interesting because it used to be in shared storage that it was keeping the session. So it did change it to here. You know, like what I hate about this is it's not my code. If it was my code, like I would know what to go forward with. Like I'm upset that it's not even complaining about this with JWT. But like this is why I hate this. Is it's like it's not my code. And if it was, all of this would be easy. Or at least manageable. Or at least I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care. It would be easy to me. But third parties have a way of, you know, let's go to docs. Getting started. Working with JWT. See, this is the problem that I went through. This is what I went. I went down this path already. One other stream a long time ago. But this is like using Ori to sign a JWT. And this is like each call on the front end, we could generate a JWT from a session. This is not what I want. I just want Ori to give me a JWT. This is not... Wait, I'm not doing something dumb in here, am I? I'm not doing something dumb in here and like setting a session in one of these helpers. Yeah, I get the dislike of third parties. I'm also not trying to recreate authentication. It's also something I'm notoriously bad at. Scott B, how are you? I'm just getting my butt kicked, so I'm a little salty right now. You might not want to talk to me. Distributed deadlock in Rust. Happy to deal with that. Trying to get Ori to send me a stupid freaking JWT. Like, okay, don't get me wrong. I actually think Ori is one of the best providers of auth. I think that they've done some really unique things that are really powerful. Their freaking obsession with session and not giving me the easy ability to get a JWT is really starting to annoy me. I just want a JWT. I don't want to use Clark. I could just switch to Clark and this would be easy. It would be just easy. I could switch to Clark. I don't want to switch to Clark. I'd like to use what I think is a superior product. If I could just get them to give me a JWT. Ooh, a snowstorm. Those are were the roads okay? Ooh. Well, I'm glad you got back safe. So I made the dumb assumption. I made the dumb assumption that I could just follow where were these? This instruction. JWT access. To configure ORI auth 2 to issue JW access tokens for all clients, you must update the configuration as ORI defaults to opaque tokens. I did this. I mean, we can do this again. We can validate that this has been done too. We can go here and look at here and go OAuth 2 configuration, JWT, access token, JWT, JWT max time to live. Nothing to do with, but when we get some, we still just get this session. We get this ORI session. No JWT. Is there a custom client config? Maybe they didn't tell me what it is though, and I couldn't. I was trying to look through this because I'm assuming there's some sort of custom client config or something. Or I was trying to look through like the network request for it to see if like there's like a header or something that I'm not picking up. I don't know. Is there a what are we talking about? There is a client button on the console, so we can do a client here. I made this, but I'm not actually using it. We could delete it because I'm just using the default for all clients. Yeah. I don't think making this, I did make this and I did configure it to be JWT specifically, but I don't think I need this. This was kind of dumb actually. So we'll just delete it. But yeah, we're still getting a session. Oh wait. Did we get a failed network call? Okay, yeah. What is the main dashboard? Did I change these? No. Yeah, it should just be main, right? Fortran 99.9. Could have said that more awkward. There's your auto-generated follow message. I hope you like it. I generated it just for you. Just for you. Can't believe somebody followed while doing this. And see, it's still doing the session validation. This whole, like, I'm going to pause for 2 seconds is this session validation. It's actually failing session validation. Yeah. Oh, no, it completed. All right. All I want for Christmas is a JWT. That's all. I just want a JWT to be around here somewhere. Should we do something else? I don't know. I don't have another piece of documentation to go hit. This was like all the documentation I had. It's supposed to be simple, right? It's just it's just JWT access. Like, how hard could this be? How hard could it be? The answer is apparently very difficult. Very difficult. Do you know what? The thing that I just noticed. And then I'm going to come back to something that I noticed there. And I don't know. Convert or a session. So, no, I don't want to convert a session to... I don't think I want to... So this is what I tried the other day, Future Highway. I tried this first, which is taking the session and basically signing a JWT. So what I thought I could do with this, it was basically generate a JWT to send to my backend from the front end. And I think I could do this probably. One, their documentation was wrong. But they have fixed it. I put a documentation PR in. So it's been fixed. But anyways, it was wrong. It wasn't working. So maybe we could go back and try it again since they fixed the documentation. We could try this again. But this means that we're still using a session. We just sign a JWT to send to our backend. I thought that we could just tell Ori to use a JWT and just use JWTs. Should we try this again? I'm up for trying this again. So basically, you could use your session to make a JWT to send somewhere. I don't think that this is the right thing. Because basically, it's making a JWT out of your session. I don't know. My other thing is I could just use Clark. Which sounds stupid because I do like Ori. I will show you, yeah. Oh, okay, okay. This was in 2017. Oh man, does it mean we have to use Oathkeeper? Never mind. Okay, but this is for Hydra specifically, right? Okay, is this what we need to do? I can't have an access token. I'm the front end. This would be leaked across the internet. Right? This is not a this is like a machine to a machine, right? With an access token. No, Future Highway, I'm with you. I'm struggling why this is so difficult. So this is what I read. And it was just like, yeah, just do this. And I was like, okay, cool, got it. Now, the one thing I am noting here. That's different between how I've done it and how they've done it. They're using the OAuth 2 API. And I'm using the front end API. Is this the problem? It's from the same place or a client. I'm just going to try to replace it. We're going to start there. You know what? I hate that CIW also then replaces what I had copied and pasted. Had copied. I need to figure that out. That's super dumb. I'm just replacing it. Like, let's see how that works. If that works, I will be so totally angry. I think I need to log out and log back in. I done broke it. If it doesn't load this part, it's done been broken. Or a create browser login flow is not a function. Yeah, so I can't do that. I can't do that. I didn't mean to quit there, but, you know. Again, these are all working with the access token. The other solution that I have seen is using Oathkeeper. So basically, you hand Oathkeeper your Ori session, and it can make a JWT for you to send to your backend. So it's like a middleware person. And so like, yeah, basically like this. So your front end can make the API request to get the who am I with the session. You can send that to Oathkeeper. That just sounds way more complicated. I just wanted simple. I just wanted simple. Simple. That's all I wanted. All right, this really annoys me. Never make it where I can't control click. This annoys the garbage out of me. I want to control click so I can open this in a new tab. Okay? Ori? Please. I wonder if this is causing it. Uh, I don't know. What do you guys want to talk about? Let's talk about something fun and interesting. Have you guys gotten to play Stormgate? Dane Alex, you don't know what Stormgate is. You're not up with the cool kids that can't spell. I spelled gate right. Stormgate. It's a real-time shot. It's kind of like the spiritual successor to StarCraft 2. You could think of it as the spirit. A lot of the people that made StarCraft 2 left Blizzard and made Stormgate. Red Alert 2. Did you enjoy Red Alert 2? Oh, Dane, do you wanna play me in some Age of Empires? I need somebody to pick up my spirit. And stomping a noob sounds like just what could uplift my spirits. Don't worry, you don't need experience. Actually, experience is expressly not desired. I really like Age of Empires. I've been playing Age of Empires 4. I enjoy it. I'm not very good at it, but, you know, if you haven't played, you know what? If you beat me, I probably would feel terrible. I would probably feel terrible. The other day, I did get the honor of playing against some of the pros. That felt terrible. That felt absolutely terrible. What are we building? Pain and frustration, depression, anger. Basically the dark side. We're building the dark side right now. We're working on the null cloud. And I had wanted to... Oh, this is going to be white mode. I'm sorry. I'm in incognito mode here. Oh, I'm sorry. So basically what we wanted to be able to do was basically have the front end set out here. So right now, I tried Ori because Ori is actually pretty cool, but I didn't want to host it myself. So I'm just using the Ori cloud because I just wanted to not think about it. And so in the front end here, one second, I missed, in the front end here, they give this thing called a session, and it's an opaque session. So they don't give you a JWT. It's an opaque session. And what I wanted to do was we have the null cloud sitting back here. And it has its services and whatnot. So there's some stuff here, but you know, specifically there's the API service, that's in here running. And what I wanted was, I don't want, right now, we have this middleware that, and the API has a middleware that takes a session. So we have this Ori session middleware, and there's a couple of things that I don't like about this. One, it makes this very dependent on Ori. It's very much an Ori thing, which I didn't really want this to be, because the null cloud is an open source project, and I wanted people to run it with their own, you know, bring your own provider. So to get rid of this, what I wanted to do was terminate the session here, basically at the edge of the null cloud. And we have ingress sitting here, and so ingress could terminate this so that the API and anything else back here doesn't actually have to worry about it. They just have to worry about RBAC. And so this ingress could deal with it. The easiest way for ingress to deal with it is if it's a JWT. Now, we could install Oathkeeper. We could put this here and then Oathkeeper here. And have Oathkeeper, it's actually like this, validate the session. But this is just another piece of an already complicated architecture. So I wanted to try to find a way to get a JWT from Ori, which it seemed like it was possible. It seemed like the documentation said this is possible. We went through a lot of documentation, so I gotta poke through it. And like, it looks like it's configured. Hydra OAuth 2 grant, JWT. Hydra Strategies access token is a JWT, not a session. It looked like we had configured it to use JWTs, but I cannot for the life of me get it to give me a JWT. So this is why we're building nothing except despair and heartache, heartburn. Good times. It's good times. You have any ideas of how to make Ori give me a JWT? Because I thought it was just this. JWT access tokens. To configure Ori OAuth 2 to issue JWT access tokens for all clients, you must update the configure as Ori defaults to opaque tokens. I did it. I ran that patch. Documentation kills you sometimes. The most annoying thing is I almost guarantee you it's something like it's something like in here you're supposed to pass like JWT is true or something like that, like but yeah, especially when it looks nicely updated. Now I do have to say, I have opened up issues against the documentation and they generally respond quickly. And maybe I could just reach out to their support for this. Maybe that's what I should do. You know what? I think that's what I'm going to do. What else would we like to do tonight? We still have time streaming tonight. I'm just going to email their support and be like, actually, I don't know that I can email their support, but Ori AI. Okay, let's ask Ori AI. How do I get a JWT in my View app? Let's see how this does. Come on, Ori AI. If this works, I'm going to be really, really, really upset. Oh no, we're creating a JSON-net template. Oh, this is the other thing that we were talking about, right? This is where we like create it on the front end. We can just try this. This is so much work. Let's do it. Let's just do what they're saying. Now, we already have these somewhere. Let's find them. Yeah. I made them here. I already did this once. It failed. But we'll try it again. Create a JSON-net template. Yep. We can validate that this is what mine looks like. Come on, Ori AI, don't let me down. Okay, let's see. This is schema session. Yep. Looks exactly like what I did. But if the AI is wrong, what hope is there for us? That's how I feel. If this doesn't work, I could just use something like Clark. Honestly, Ori seems like a really, really good service. And if you just use it how it wants to be used, it's probably the best. And if it's probably a skill issue, you can probably make it do exactly what you want. It's probably a skill issue. But it's a skill issue I'm rocking hard. Okay, okay. Let's do this. All right. Claims mapper, JWT. Oh, you know what? You know what? We need to do... We missed a step. Yeah. I'm going to cone of silence, just in case. Just in case. All right. I just need to update. Okay, I was just worried that my ES256 would be leaked. Let's see. This just needs to go to Ori, and we're good to go. Yeah. No. Let's see. This probably didn't parse correctly because... Zhush. Oh, I did. I'm an idiot. I did it again. I did it again. Perfect. Leaked it right there for me. Awesome. So, I actually really like Ori. I am beyond frustrated with them right now, but I really like them. Like, they have a lot of really good experience, and like the project is super solid, and it's also a really awesome open source project. Am I suffering a little? Yes, I am. I'm suffering just a little. I don't know how this helps me. Okay. This actually is where I have had struggles with this. This is all just wrong, and their documentation was just as wrong. I think we got their documentation fixed, though. Maybe their AI hasn't been trained on it. Let's see if we can't find that documentation. Not that one. All right. Yeah, now the documentation is way different, though. All right. So this is what the AI was giving us right here. Oh, maybe they didn't fix it. Because this is just wrong. Or maybe it has. I know that they did this stuff on Git. Maybe they haven't published the new docs. This 2 session. I pressed some keys. I don't know what I... Returns this session. And this session has, let's see, authentication methods, assurance, device, expires at, tokenized. Tokenize as. This is, I mean, it's stupid stuff. Is this just this here? I just need to unwrap this, yeah? I think I just need to do that, right? This is a response, so I just need to get, like, the body of it. Is it just the data? Okay, but this is weird because, like, a session ID is never used. So we can just get rid of all of this. Like, I am not entirely sure. I am not entirely sure that this documentation is very good. But then I suppose I could call bearer with this. How do I test this really quickly? I just want to see the JWT. Like, let's call this function and post the JWT somewhere. I have no idea what I'm trying here. Let's see. We should do something fun. We can just post our JWT here in the header. Yeah. That's not called get JWT though, right? What did we call that? Ori 2 session with JWT. Oh, and honestly, is this what we wanted? Oh, I don't know. I want to do something else before we end the night. Let's end the night with something else. We will. I'm going to do this off stream. I'm super frustrated with it. If I can't get this to work, I just have to move to something else because I just want to be done with it. And I don't care enough. I really don't care enough at this point. Let's see. What do we have to do? All right. Ooh, let's see what Togglebits thing is getting along to. Let's do that. If I figure it out, guys, I will let you know. The last thing I have is like, does this thing print a JWT? And if it does, like, we might be able to make it work. We might be able to just make it work, and just we'll have a thing that will work, a backend that will work with anything, and I'll be happy. But yeah, I don't know. I'm done with it. I'm done with it for tonight. Let's get back to something that's easy to understand and think about. Do I have a preferred language that's my go-to? I think it depends. Rust is probably my preferred go-to at this point. I've written way more Go. I'm much more comfortable and competent writing Go. I really like the safety that Rust is like just legitimately a better language than Go is. Go has a lot of problems, but it's simple, so a lot of times it's like, okay, I'm prototyping something, I'm moving quick, whatnot. Yeah. I've written way too much Java than I care to admit. I'm pretty bad at it too. So you can come and join the stream and learn with me. We did this fun little, we did the Raft consensus algorithm. I have a bug in the Raft consensus algorithm. I have a graph that we're going to go over Saturday. So Saturday morning, we're going to go over the bug that's in it. So that's been fun. I like Rust a lot. It's very nice. I agree. Okay, so this is... Oh, yeah. Let's see. Cargo. What? All right, we're just on the main branch. Ooh, that's bleeding edge. That's pretty dangerous. Let's see. So I think maybe we need to be on the dev branch. I think he's doing his work here on assignment. I think this is the thing that I saw him working on. I'm not sure. So maybe dev branch is fine. Looks like the dev branch and main branch are effectively close. I don't know where Dutch is. So, interesting that you're asking about a TUI. I'm trying to use Anathema, which is a fellow streamer. If you haven't, go check out Togglebit. He is actively writing Anathema right now. I like Anathema for a lot of reasons. Now, it is pre-alpha. It's like alpha, maybe alpha. But I like it for a lot of reasons, because like it does the window managing and like the rendering. So I used Ratatouille for a little bit, and the problem with Ratatouille is that it expects you to manage frame rate or whatnot, whereas with Anathema, you just tell it what the frame rate you want, and it refreshes the page for you and things like that. So basically, you describe this in it has its own thing. Like this is a view, and then we can build these views like this. So I like it. Now, like I said, it's still rough early state. Oh, I forgot where we left this. It's still rough early state, but it is honestly, it's kind of what I would like to use as a TUI. So I'm beta testing it. Okay, this was all garbage. Yeah, this was all garbage. Oh, no. He's building the whole TUI. Yep. I changed so much around. Okay, so this is what we need to do the tick. This is where we need to do the thread. So basically what I need to get back into this. Okay, so we wanted to do chats on screen. So like just to get we already got the Twitch connection. So we have the Twitch connection, and we want to get a list of chats. We want to add to the list of chats. That's what we want to do. And then we were having a problem with the separate thread. So what this needs to do is the view needs to have some handler. So we'll have and we'll just make these strings for right now. I was doing some horrifying things here. Absolutely horrifying thing. So let's see. This is view. So we this needs to be what? Yeah. Wait. This does need to be boxed. If this is what it's supposed to return, I need to go check this. Like I said, I tore this apart. I tore this apart. Oh, okay. That's what it's supposed to return. There we go. Okay. We fixed that. Okay, and we can just delete all this. So on tick here, let's see. Pretty much that. Thank you, AI. And this is state. List doesn't have push. Does it have? What does it have? Come on. Append? No. What? Insert? But that's like probably at a spot, so we don't want insert. Put? Push back. Okay, there we go. Push back. Done. Got it. Nailed it. This is so much better than authentication. Isn't that right? Does everybody just feel better? Like, even though there's so much garbage on my screen that's red, this just feels better. Like, I know forward progress. I know what to do. It definitely feels better. You know what? To be honest, I like showing things like this just not going well, because there's a lot of new people out there that, you know, can see some people like me who might prepare something. You know, on Saturdays, a lot of times I'll prepare like an interview thing and whatnot that, you know, yeah, I can code it out. I've done it 100 times or, you know, whatnot. And so I like showing that, but it is also just like, oh my gosh, there are 5 people watching me not understand why I still have a session. Basically, Twitch and YouTube chat integration. Yep, that's the idea. All right. This was originally a tuple, wasn't it? All right. That is not at all what I wanted to do. Wait a second. I have just screwed something up. No, there's a double M under the mouse. Nope, I screwed up more. Done. Yes, I am. I'm more of a email writer by career. At this point, but you know, I have written lots of software. All right. I don't know that this will compile, but feels like it could compile. I told you I didn't think it would. I understand where this one is. No, get away from you guys. You guys aren't real errors. You guys aren't real errors. This is a real error. Okay. We need to create a state that has chats in it. Let state. There we go. Can we do... And then we can do, we also need to let, yep, oh, that's exactly what I want. And then we can do here, we can do state, and then our RX, done. Don't we have a new? We might have a new. I think, yeah, we do have a new. I like it. I like it. All right, what is this not like? Oh, okay, so this just wants like a vec. Okay, I'll give you a vec of the string. If this is what we need to do. At this point, it is meant, you know, we'll underscore this. We don't actually send anything, so this is fine. We were just getting it ready to send. Actually, that's not even true. We have a sender. Oh, we have the receiver here. We actually do send chat messages. So I made this new one for no reason. All right. Wait. I thought I just copied that from up here. Oh. Are they? Are they incorrect? Unbound receiver of string. Let's see. What did I make this up here? This is, oh, it's an unbound receiver message. Is that really what we want? I thought we would. Oh, because we had the idea of the debug messages that could also go to screen. So it is of message. Okay, okay. I screwed this up. This is on me. All right. That's better. But this is a message now. Yeah, all of this code is super we've been experimenting basically with Anathema, and you're probably right. Let's see. 139 doesn't need a clone now. Probably true. Remember we were trying to do that whole thing where we boxed them with arcs so that we could mutate them, and then that didn't work at all because I wasn't thinking. That's probably where this comes from. All right, message doesn't have a text. What? Oh wait, that was actually what I wanted. Let's see. Yeah, we don't have a let's do a text. Yeah, we'll just do text. That will, and we can update it later. This should work now, right? Because we have a okay. It doesn't like consider borrowing here. Do we need to do this at all actually? We do need a mutable state. We have mutable reference to self. Okay. Is this the right move? Is this the right move? What are we trying to do here? So on a new chat. Oh, we need to can we just do 1 second. Let's just get rid of this. And then do this. Self dot, because we already have a mutable reference to ourselves. So that's dumb. That's just dumb. This is dumb. All right. I don't know what we were doing there, but that was dumb. Yeah. Yep. Future Highway, you're 100% correct. Again, this code has been re-gone over a few times. It's had a few permutations. It's ripe. It's right. It's ripe. this bit of code, it's ripe. Okay, so it's working though. Besides auth failing. Does it scroll? Does it scroll? I have been told it should scroll. Oh, it scrolled there. But when I press up, it's not scrolling. Interesting. I think there's bugs. I'm telling you. I'm telling Toggle. There's bugs. Now, he did say that it depended on this. I'm not really sure. Yeah, it's not scrolling like I think it should. I could be using it wrong, though. But this is cool. We're getting messages from the other thread. This is getting from another thread, which means we've solved our problem. We've solved our initial problem, at least. You know what we should do here is debug messages should be like this. Let's do something like just so that we know that it's a debug message. That way, when we get Twitch chat messages in and we're getting debug messages, we can also color them differently. We can color them differently. Probably. I don't know how to programmatically color them, right? I mean, I guess it would just be the same way as everything else. So, like, this has, like, the foreground, but we can make this a variable, an argument. Or maybe that's what he's working on right now. That might be the feature he's working on right now. So, maybe we can't. I guess we could do something like if this is the debug. That might be how we can do it. To color it red. Okay. That fixes our one problem. Okay. I was going to say, Dane, that's what I was looking for. We got a win. We got that working. You know, it's still not pretty. This code has been abused. So I'm sure that there's stuff that we could fix more on it, but it got it working. I'm happy with it. I need to go through and read Toggle's documentation. I know he's working on a pretty big update. So like it might be that we're still just a month early on using this library. It might be that we're a month early, and that's fine. I'm not in a rush. I'm going to set up authentication for Saturday just in case we want to play around with this a little bit more. I'll have our authentication working so that you guys can see your guys' message all on there. Yeah, okay. If any of you guys feel like it and figure out how to get Ori to give me a JWT, I'm going to try to email them and be like, I might Slack and be like, yo, I can't figure this out. Otherwise, we might just be going to somebody like, I feel like Clark is the next best solution. Clark auth. Clark, not Clark. Clark. I feel like this might be the next best. It's not open source, but it would give me that JWT. They also don't have a view. Like, who doesn't have a view? They have a Ruby on Rails. They have a React. They have a Remix. They have a Next. They have a Redwood. They have an Expo. No view. That's disappointing. Disappointing. Clark. Anyways, so we can use it. I really don't want to have more auth streams. Unless if there's like something fun, like, I don't know. Unless if there's something fun to do with it. But nothing I've been doing has been fun with Clark. Or Ori. Nothing at all. So I'm going to call it a night. Uh-oh. There's nobody on. There's nobody on that I know. Who should we raid? Dane Alex, thanks for joining. You guys want to jump on Quantum Apprentice? I think we've rated them before. Redstone 4D. Who's this? Let me look it up. I'll happy raid somebody. Ooh, Godot. Okay, we'll do a Godot. Sure. Godot sounds fun. All right. Well, give this person a check out. Sorry, I'm getting going. It was a long night. Yeah. Have yourselves a nice rest of your evening. Oh, Kickstarter starts for his game? Well, cool. Go have fun, everybody.